I bought every single Vivo Barefoot shoe. Let's see which one you should buy. Gains, bruh. I spent $2,500 on shoes. Okay, these boxes broke in shipment, so I don't know how. We'll break this up into 4 categories. Boots, dress, shoes, sneakers, and trail kind of outdoorsy sneaker shoes. These are the PRIMUS lights that I've had for about 3 years. You can see I have expand laces, so I never actually have to tie the shoes and the laces never come apart, which is convenient. I took out the insoles because they would just fall off all the time, and this actually gets you more of a barefoot shoe. They still have a decent grip on the bottom. It's starting to fade a little bit, but works great. The knitting you can see right here in this edge is sort of coming off because of the bendability of the shoes right here. You can kind of see that. It's starting to break slightly, but overall these shoes still work. They're great. People have told me like, oh, that's so sick that you have these. Do you like them? And then also I've gotten comments that they look like water shoes just because of the bigger toe mound and the mesh on the front. So all those people who think they're water shoes. I'll start with the smallest pile, the sneaker kind of trail shoes. PRIMUS Trail 2 BioLime. So I'll show you what the shoe looks like. I'll show you if it scrunches and how it looks on my foot, how it looks from all angles. These are all weather shoes and sneakers. You can see the toe is a little bit brighter. They have this stretchy lace right here. Side looks neat and nice. On the back, you've got this beautiful grip. Top is all black, so when you wear it, it's kind of like this nice green vibe to it. And with all Vivo Barefoot shoes, boom, they kind of scrunch. This is what they look like on your foot. Check that out. And then, you know, you want to play with it. Wada bing, bada boom. PRIMUS Trail Obsidian, it's just a black model, same shoe. So you can see we've got the same kind of like cord here to easily tie it so you don't have to tie your shoelace. The sides, we've got a little black and the V for Vivo on the bottom. It's got a little more grip on the bottom, so when you're doing trail walking, potentially running in these as well. This is what it looks like. Squishability, strong heel. I could actually maybe see myself wearing these, but not a big fan of this tag. But you've got your grip, side angle, back angle. So the toe box is a lot wider, so it can tend to look a little weirder. This is the PRIMUS Trail Knit, all black. It's got a cotton candy bottom flavor right there. It's all black. This one actually looks nicer. Oh, this looks really neat. We've got kind of this tail where you can easily put it on. Pretty sturdy heel. It's got a nice tongue right here that you can pull to put your shoe on. This is the texture on the top, a little bit of gloss with the Vivo. This one looks more like a cool sneaker that you could actually wear outside. I could see myself wearing this one actually with the Vivo on the side. Boom. This one has a kind of grippier bottom, so if you are doing trail walking, running, same thing. You get a little more grip, little less barefoot feel. This is my favorite model of the 3. It's got that grippy bottom, the really cool tag on the top as well as the tag on the back. Definitely looks like a trail running shoe. This kind of okay. I would rather replace it with the X-band laces so it looks like there are laces but not really. Kind of the top down view, the rear view. And then, you know, you lift up and down. That concludes our trail shoes. Next, we have my favorite category, the everyday sneakers. PRIMUS LITE 3 Obsidian All Weather. Similar to the trail model, instead of the springy thing, you have actual laces. You've got the Obsidian bottom with less grip, less traction, but still some level of traction. It's bright, you know, if you want to have bright soles on your shoes. You got your Vivo logo, front, back. This is the top down. This one looks neat. I don't know if I'm a big fan of these bright colors, but some of you might be. And let's see the flexibility. Bam, compresses nice and soft. So this one does have a little bit of a mesh net on the top here, as well as more of a water resistant type of sides. So this is their all weather version. The lime colored ones, I don't know. They are bright. They kind of feel like soccer shoes in a way. Top down, you got your sides, the back. I don't know if I could sport these, but I could see someone else wearing these. These are nice though. PRIMUS LITE 3 Obsidian Blue. This is the blue and newer version of the ones that I have right now. You can see their laces are slightly different. Same mesh on the top. This one kind of has that interesting sparkly blue on this toe right here, as well as on this side. That's interesting. I kind of like that. Adds a little bit of a change. The back here with more vents. Vivo on the back. A compressible heel. So their laces are a bit thicker and you do have to tie these on and off. Your Vivo logo on the side, nothing on the other side. There's the sole. It's definitely like just a slight amount of grip. You know, these are sneakers and these squish like that. As always, Vivos are made from recycled materials. That's why they can be out of stock a lot of the time. I like these ones, but I don't know if I'm a fan of blue. I'd prefer all black. These ones definitely feel tighter, but I got them on. Shoelaces, there they are on the sides. The back, top down, this is kind of what they look like. Ooh la la. Side. Yeah, they look nice. You know, this is the original all black model. They're just more subtle, less likely for people to know that you're wearing these funky barefoot shoes. Knit Luxe 2 all black. Oh, these are kind of like a little fancier version of the sneakers. It's got like this soft, more of like a leather-ish look to it. This is interesting. You can see the tag is a little bit softer in terms of how it looks. The heel, the sole is all white, so this will obviously get dirty over time, but you know, your classic basic grip. Squishability, pretty squishable. You've got your laces, different style of laces. As you can see, a little softer feel and look to it. Actually like a small amount of vents here, but not as visible as the other pair. And then you have this around the top, which makes it feel just slightly different. I love this like heel glove, I guess you would call it, with this little piece right here. It's neat. This is the Luxe model. Top down, look at that. Ooh, this kind of feels like a classic sneaker. You know, regular shoes you might wear out, casual wear, and you still get your barefoot style feet. I like these a lot. Oh, I really like these. And I love the glove feeling that it has kind of around your ankle. Works great with these no-show low socks. ADDIS Gray Mist. I think this is their cheapest model. This is actually kind of the coolest sneakers they have. Really simple. You see their feet imprint on the back. It's all lined. You got their laces soft and white. This is the all white shoe. Super subtle Vivobarefoot on the side. Top down, you can see the toe is definitely a lot bigger, but I think these could pass as regular sneakers. It's just a lot flatter because you're going to be towards the ground. The heel is rather strong and rough. Squishability. Squishes, but not as much as the others. I assume it'll start to develop some lines up here as you wear these more. These ones I could see myself wearing on a daily basis. Ooh, this is kind of like, okay, just trying to be a little more stylish, right? It's not your casual sneaker wear, all white ADDIS. It's got a stronger sole on the back. I think I'm gonna keep these and, oh, look at that. You see the barefoot on the bottom. Check it out, I'm cool. I'm really loving these shoes. This is kind of like the white Converse. If Squid Games were healthy shoes, they'd be wearing these shoes, buddy. So far, these are all Euro 44, US I think 11, and they've all been fit really well. Sizes so far on par. For the next lineup, we have kind of more fancier, dressy-ish shoes. Maybe if you're traveling, you want something that's like all form factor, you could wear these. Or if you're going out and you're wearing maybe some pants and a collared shirt, this could be a great fit. GOBI M. Oh no. So these shoes actually got wet, and I guess now there's mold on it. Aw, man. Oh, that's gross. So this is what they're supposed to look like on the front and back. These shoes are made of natural leather, and I guess that's why, I don't know how they got wet in shipment. Maybe it was raining, but you can see this is kind of what they look like. And then the toe box on the top, you know, it's a little rounder, but I could see myself wearing these. It's really sad that these are all moldy, but I love this style. There's the grip on the back. I think that's all I'm gonna touch these shoes with. The GOBIs. These I could see wearing casual everyday wear if they didn't have the mold, but you know, you've got the big toe box. So it might look weird from the top, but that's the nature of barefoot shoes. ABABA 2, all black. Ooh, these are kind of like loafer style. I don't know if I could wear these, but they look kind of cool. It's kind of like loafer, and on the bottom you've got your foot imprint, which I love. This is their flexibility. They really squish down nice and neat. This is interesting. These ones are also made in Ethiopia. You've got your red little kind of tag on the top, and the tongue. This is a cool tongue for just like being able to put these on easily, maybe just slip and slide them right on. I don't know if I could see myself wearing these, but they do look nice. I love the heel. You've got your barefoot bottoms right there, which I love. The side view, kind of the top down view. Like I said, they're slightly funky looking. I don't know if I could do that. Maybe you could wear these without socks. Putting these on with no socks. And how sweaty will your feet get? Yeah, so you could do these no socks. Not sure if they will get sweaty and smelly. I know as a Middle Eastern man, my feet will smell, so
Not going to do this very often, but maybe for a quick trip. I'd probably wear sandals, but if it's colder outside, this could work.
Raw 2 obsidian leather. Less of a heel raise. Natural leather may leak. These ones are nice. You've got the large toe box again on the top. Your nice slight grip on the bottom. Vivo logo on the back. These are nice, I like these. This is the first pair that has an actual sole. It is a cork sole. So you see, if you keep these in there, it'll help with the transition from regular shoes, but also when you're taking them on and off, they're more likely to fall out, but this actually includes the cork sole. It can also help with temperature regulation as well. But you know, when you're sliding your shoes in and out, your socks could potentially pull the soles out. And like it create bumps in there, so you might have to like push it back in and play with it a little bit. These are nice, and the leather might develop a personality as you wear them over time, but I do love the all black.
Check them out, I like this style. The top is definitely a little more round than classic shoes, so they might look a little weird to some folks, but this is what they look like on the side with black socks on from the back as well. And the other side, I could see myself sporting these. They're like kind of dressy-ish shoes, which is nice. Wear them with pants and maybe even shorts. I like these ones, might keep these. You could wear them as like dress shoes, maybe with a suit, pull it off if no one notices.
The last and final section is the boots. Tracker 2FG. It was recommended to go a size up on these. So as it's going to start snowing here in New York, I want to be prepared. This is their Tracker 2. Oh, look at this. This is nice. I love the little red. It makes it stand out slightly. You have your boots, the heel with a little bit of grip, especially if you're going to be in the snow, maybe even hiking or hiking in the snow. And the flexibility on this, it crushes to about that size. But these are relatively large. It says that they are waterproof. And if you get their insole, it's 300% more thermal protection, only 3 millimeters, right? So because these are barefoot, you're more likely to feel the snow on the floor. But these look nice, and then top down, look at that, gorgeous, wow.
So these also have a kind of outdoorsy look and feel to it. I would wear these on a hike if I'm going to Colorado, or it's snowing and it's hiking outside. Not the biggest fan of the red laces. They stand out too much for my style. I like to be subtle and clean. You get the red tag on the back. And from the top down view, right, you have the big toe box. Definitely a stronger sole, so you don't feel the ground as much as kind of the PRIMUS lights. But I do love the feel of these. I could see myself rocking these, but I don't know if they're necessary.
Next we have the Scott 3 Eco. These ones have more of a kind of rough-ish feel, maybe a cloth type of look. You got your big toe on the top. On the sides, they look pretty neat. Same thing. You can get the thermal insole shoelaces right here. I would love to replace these with non-tieable shoelaces. And they're really light. These are extremely light. Much squishier. Let's see. Yep, it squishes. It's harder to squish, but it squishes. You can squish it this way too. Look at that. If you see, you get more ankle support. This I could see wearing, you know, in some situations. I don't know if I'm a big fan of this like clothy of this material here. It looks more casual than some other boots you might wear, but yeah, there's the back.
This looks way too casual for my style. I could see myself wearing these, but this is the sides. Kind of what they look like on a foot. The back, you know, maybe. I don't know.
This is the Tracker Forest ESCM. The water damage is real with this one. So this is a massive beast. Look at the grip on this sucker. I don't know how barefooty it's going to feel, but it's got solid grip. This feels like steel. It is thicker, it's got leather. It's made by Michelin, the tire company. This one looks freaking badass. I could see myself wearing this. This is more hiking. This probably is more protection from essentially a crazy outside world. These are legit. We just need to start snowing in New York so I can test these out. In terms of rollability, you can still kind of crush these with a lot of force, but yeah, they're flexible, which is nice. And I bet they would survive in the snow. This is the tongue. They've got an inside bright green, which is really interesting. But this is sick. I could see myself wearing these.
The extremely rugged Tracker. This is like snow boot status. I did go a size up on these ones. Yeah, these have the little prongs. So this is like legit boots. Look at that. I like the style. I like the feel. You can still get a good grip on the floor still. Side view. I could see myself wearing these if I'm going in the snow or something, or outdoors hiking. That's what I would wear these for. They're really like legit hiking boots, snow boots. I want to keep these too. What do you think? These you couldn't really wear in like regular occasions. It'd be more like rugged look. If I'm hiking in Colorado, this would be the boots I'd wear. And they've got the no slip Michelin tires on the bottom. Magna FG. These are more sneaker style shoes. If you check this out, you know, open toe box, top down. We've got kind of this nice ankle glove section area. So this is the side. The sole has a bit more grip, but the top is kind of this soft leather type of feel. So I don't know how weather resistant this is, but also same thing. They mentioned the thermal, 3mm thermal sole. And they talk about how long it could take for your feet to get cold if you're using the thermal sole versus no sole and regular sole. Right, with the more insole you have, the less barefooty it gets. This one has the thermal insole right there. It is red. The crushability, crushes nice and well. Gorgeous. I wore these with pants, so you can really get a feel for what it might be like. You know, you've got the wide toe box, so they're not gonna look like regular shoes, right, with a more pointed style. But the side looks neat. You know, I could see myself wearing these. I'm not absolutely in love. This is the back, the bottoms. Could be interesting. It's got the ankle glove around my ankle right here. From the images, this looked like my favorite. It's got 3. I was thinking about getting Thursday boots, but they're not really barefoot and they kind of cramp your toes a little bit. This seems to be the closest thing to Thursday boots, right? You obviously have less protection around the heel, but they look nice and neat. It's all black boots. I could see myself wearing these suckers. I actually really like these. The material seems kind of like a soft cloth, maybe a leather. You can't see it, but I see a red thermal insole just like the previous shoe. And crushability, with a lot of force, you can crush these shoes like so. I like these. These are nice. I wish it had more of a serious. This is more casually boot. I could see myself wearing these out maybe in an evening. The real question is, how hard is it to put these on? You can also take the thermal insole out, and that'll just give you more floor, more of a barefoot feeling, as well as less thermal if it's too hot outside and you still want to wear boots. Maybe summertime boots. These are way easier to put on. This I could see myself wearing. I think this I would travel with. Check these suckers out. The one weird thing is obviously the toe box. If you look at it from a top-down view, right, it's going to be wider. So compared to boots that have like a pointy top, they might look a bit odd to the average viewer, but since they're black, they're less likely to stand out. And this is with kind of like a Lululemon pants right here. I'm liking these. I'm not obsessed because of the toe box, but they're healthy. So that's what we might wear. I would wear these to a party. Definitely keeping these. These are all of their boots. I honestly would say I like this one and probably the rugged feel and look of this one as well. This one not so much. All right, now you've seen pretty much every single shoe that Vivo Barefoot makes that I could find for men's online. I hope this video was helpful. I have an affiliate link down below that'll help support the channel and the purchase of all of these shoes. So make sure to use that as well as my code if they did give me one. Let me know in the comments, which shoe are you going to buy? Are you going to buy multiple pairs of shoes? I love to kind of have that minimalist vibe where one shoe can do multiple things. We have run into an issue. Just look at these shoes right here. They kind of look like clown shoes because the toe box is so wide. If you look straight down at them, that's the only issue. Is like, I don't know if I could wear these out. Would you wear these out? They're just a little too clown